It's that time. Quiet on the sit.
You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch. Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news 5 days a week right here from inside Shroud the Avatar. Telling you what's going on around town and what's happening in your world right here. And, of course, it's been a crazy, crazy week around here. Lot of news, a lot of just wild and crazy harebrained schemes.
It hasn't been crazy at all around here. I mean, It's been same old, right?
Hey, you know, as the couple of hundred people on my friends list who are running around game at any given time are still out there doing the same old. But I tell you what, it's been an interesting week. And
absolutely.
Got a lot of notes and fond thank yous from those folks who are no longer with us, and I thought we would talk a little bit about that because, again, what we're finding out is not so quite unexpected. So, got the live stream today. Should be an interesting stream. We're going to have Lord British, Darkstar, and Atos doing a live stream, and then followed up by our own lovable Liz Rostoff and Sarafina taking you on a tour of the new PvP lands.
Yep.
And that's going to be
doing all kinds of things.
That's going to be happening today at 4 o'clock. What do you think we give away some extra raffle tickets to the Merit SodaCon contest today?
You know, you might as well. I mean,
do you think we could do that today? Is while we're doing this?
If you can figure out how to do the thing on your raffle.
You mean like click on that and open the giveaway, and all they have to do is type exclamation SodaCon for a chance to win.
Yes.
5 extra entries into the next and the grand prize of 2 tickets
on Laz's stream, not on
to
mine.
SodaCon. That's right. I'm waiting for Chris to give us some keys.
I have to figure out whether or not I'm actually still hosting you, because I haven't gotten the message that I'm fucking live.
It says you exited hosting mode. Last I
know
saw
it says I'm in hosting mode, but it looks like
tells me you exited. Right. You were hosting the Airy Fund there. And speaking of the Airy Fund, starting at midnight tonight, the Airy Fund's Primal Nature 24-hour streamathon is starting, and that's going to be hosted by the Airy Fund with our own Arius. Is Arius here today? I don't see him in the room. But
no, he might be pre-napping before.
He may be actually. Let me take a quick peek. He may actually be streaming someplace as well. No, he's not.
I will say that more than likely I won't be around because I will be building things.
Building things.
Yeah. So that means that Cloak and Reaper pet deliveries will be delayed.
Just a little bit tonight. Hi, Lily.
Yeah, so Lily
you can hear her these days.
And she's like, And lately she's been like jumping up onto my mouse pad, and it's like, what the hell are you doing, Lily? Get off of there. Yeah, well, I will be building a well house.
A well house?
And installing a water filtration system. Yeah.
Oh, did you go get that big system that you were showing me?
Oh yeah, and that, I mean, the filters are like 5 feet tall. It's insane.
Damn.
Oh, don't. Yeah. Okay, good. She missed the.
Don't chew on the earphones. That's right.
Yeah.
There we go. Econdis, the first person. Didn't you win last time, Econdis?
Hey,
I think Econdis is the last winner of, but that doesn't matter. Everybody can enter to win doing that. And again, you get a chance to get 5 more entries in to win a pair of tickets to SodaCon and weekly drawings for the SodaCon T-shirt.
Yeah, so no, you can enter again.
No, you can. Anytime the raffle's open, you can enter because you get those entries into the weekly drawing as well. But all those total entries go to the sum total of the grand prize drawing, as far as I understand. So
yeah, and so speaking of some of those goodbyes from some of the devs that are no longer with us, we do have some from one from Sorcerer Steve. You also have to remember this was Sorcerer Steve's first job straight out of college. So
yes,
he is
actually
he is
good.
What
I was going to say, he got in through the competition, wasn't it? They hosted a competition through the arts students in the college. Wasn't that how he originally got there, through that?
That I think you're thinking of the initial Scene Jam, which was won by someone else that was at Portalarium for a good year, and then they left.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I think you're thinking Scene Jam. I don't remember some sort of competition through.
Yeah, somebody they had a competition. Might have been the Scene Jam where
it was the Scene Jam,
and all the local art guys from the community college had a chance.
It was open to everybody. The Scene Jam was.
Oh, whatever. Their winner was from the local college. Anyway, moving right along.
Yeah. So Sorcerer Steve does say thank you for everybody. He did have a very positive experience at Portalarium, and he's excited for what's to come, and he's also excited for the continued development of Shroud of the Avatar, and looking forward to episode 2. So, yep, or I am. Yeah. Then we also had a couple other people post, including Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob? No.
Not Dr. Bob. Not
Dr.
Bob.
Say.
Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder.
I was going to say, little Bobby Thompson's still with us.
Yeah. But Bob Cooksey, he did say that, and he's updating his resume site and would love if you guys have some cool decorated lit player home screenshots for your his site. If you do, send them to bobcooksey@hotmail.com, and then he will include that in his resume, including who took the picture and where it's at.
You'll even get credit on Bob's resume. That's right.
In his portfolio.
So if you guys have some really cool stuff and pictures of Bob's, man, get them out there, post them, because we'd love to see them. We'll share them.
And good news for some of those that were recently laid off. I did hear that a couple of people have already had some contacts with other companies. So that is
not surprising. Not
surprising at all. I mean, with what they did with the resources at Portalarium, they did do a fantastic job. And don't forget, the Cult of Bob does live on through Lazarus's.
That's right. You will see me wearing the Cult of Bob bunny. Yes. Blazing, and of course, if anybody wants to join, you come on down, bring your accessories, and I'll be more than happy to put the Cult of Bob bunny on there for you.
Absolutely, you will.
That's how we have fun around here. That's how we make memories, and that's how we have a few giggles over time. Because there's a lot of stuff. Again, there's going to be all those Easter eggs that Steve left in his scenes that are going to live on and be there to talk about later on and reminisce about and all that great stuff.
And also, don't forget Gixie's Matt, the almighty Gix Vargatch also left a fond farewell thread. I do have plans to hook up with him at some point in time and have a beer or three.
I was going to say, there's no such thing as a beer with Matty. Come on.
I will have a beer. He will probably.
Well, okay.
So,
you will probably have a beer. That I can I can give.
Yeah.
But Matty will quaff down a couple of them while you're still working on that first one, I'm sure.
And Gixie will still be around in game as his non-GM character. So that is around.
That's right. Now, Gix, you better make sure the next job you have either allows you to have lunch with us, or make sure you're not working during lunch so you can come hang out with us still.
Yeah. So he will be around. So be prepared to see him whenever you can.
And we'll get to have years and years and years of fun abusing all those emotes that he's so kindly given us.
I'm sure there will be some mild emote abuse. I don't know why there wouldn't be. I mean, we
only had a small taste of it on set yesterday.
We have never abused any emotes.
That's
whatsoever.
True. We only used them as they were intended to be used.
Absolutely. And
if somebody else gets in a compromising position in front of or behind me, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Now, of course, a lot of community getting in on these posts. So if you want to say something or get in there and comment, these are all on the forums for you folks. And again, a lot of fun stuff. I posted a couple cute ones, and everybody's just saying their fond farewells. Now, of course, another write-up out there. Did you see that one I posted down there?
I didn't read it. I mean, just because it's I know I'd probably be reading it on set.
Well, you're probably right.
It's no additional information that I don't already have.
No, but after what again earlier this week, and again we just read it and interpret as we see it, folks. But this is yet another press release out there, and of course Jack's gonna read it to you because that's what he does.
This is from Ultima Codex, and Game Banshee is reporting on the recent press release issued by Portalarium, which announces the same thing that we already know, and that the initial work is now being done on Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah, Portalarium concurrently announced today the completion of the key final milestone of its Kickstarter campaign, along with adjustments and I hate the term right sizing.
Right sizing.
This is all the stuff. While the team is focused on Episode 1 polish, planning has begun on Episode 2, which will bring expanded story, new lands, and of course additional feature sets. And they are excited to start the next chapter of the story, as well as expand the features of Shroud. The best part. So the interesting thing is that doesn't mean that they've started working on Episode 2. They have not started working on Episode 2.
That's right.
They still have to find some sort of funding for Episode 2. And they have to fund Episode 2, the development of it. So that will be an interesting thing, and I think people are focusing on the wrong part.
We know that, and once everybody, and most everybody who's here has understood that
Yeah, so
that each episode is going to be a funding of its own. It's going to be a Kickstarter. There's going to be rewards. There's going to be, you know, an expansion.
That's right.
Yeah.
That means get in on those stretch goals early, people.
yeah, so it is something that is going to be done at some point in time. Additional posts related to this is the is some additional commentary from the forums now that we're almost complete fulfilling Kickstarter promises, blah 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 blah. They're shifting their focus from creating new content to polishing existing systems. This means making stronger new user experience that refocus on the new user experience, fixing bugs, and reworking the quest system to make it better. Performance improvements, user interface polish, and more. At the same time, they will continue the tier adjustments in progress, which will rework our existing scenes for more appropriate difficulty levels based on current player population.
Oh, do you mean when I finish a quest, the markers on my compass might actually go away?
Possibly. Make sure and bug report that for every single one of the quests.
Bug.
I ordered it for every quest.
Good. Keep doing it.
Anytime I enter in a zone, I can tell you exactly where, what is it, Exeter is.
I can tell you where Fine Cyanus and Highvale is from here just by looking at my compass.
That's right. I'm inside. Inside Brittany, I can find Exeter.
Yeah. Then, so they don't know exactly what's going on, but yep. And to be fair, it isn't uncommon to see development teams shrink after a game is released, especially when the studio is an independent developer. It is entirely within the realm of that this was a planned downsizing, and that we'll see a new round of onboarding in the next year or so as episode 2 moves from its planning phase into pre-production and then full development.
Indeed.
So, it's still not the end of the world. It's still something.
Now again,
So-
lot of stuff going on, a lot of people freaking out there, and of course, you know,
Everybody's going to freak out. I mean,
Yeah.
unless they turn it around and say, you know what, in 2 months we are going to start reducing the number of staff in the office. In 2 months, we're going to do this. I mean, but how would you feel if you were a developer and that was told to you?
Well, again, and that's
It's
why you
like-
don't do it, because if you
Yeah.
got stuff that you need done, you don't tell them till the stuff you need done is done. I'm sorry, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, and thank you for the follow.
When you got a big event with 20,000 people to cater to, you don't tell your chef you're firing them in 2 weeks before the event.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? As a chef, anytime there's an event with 20,000 people, you should be expecting to get fired during the event.
No.
Yes, be expected to be fired during the event because you know something's going to go wrong.
Yeah, well, you've never worked in a big place. I mean, never mind.
Yeah,
I used to be the garde manger for Jacob Jagovitz Convention Center, so yeah, the 20,000 was a drop in the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along, we got some folks out there in chat. What are the folks in chat saying out there? When you see the
Nefrina
new
says,
meteor
"Hi, Les."
shower, oh yeah,
And-
we know we never even got to that yesterday. We actually got to Chris's blog yesterday, but we really never covered the
Leslie-
actual post itself because we started on the first post and we really got derailed and sidetracked and never got to the meat of the second post, which is actually another, I believe, another Shroud math post, and as well as some other changes that he's been
You
fiddling with.
You mean things that we don't understand?
Huh?
What are you
mean
talking
things
about?
you don't understand?
Oh, yeah. I just don't take the time to try to understand it.
Yeah, let me get this spreadsheet up here too. Yeah.
Let's see. Let me bring up Chris's blog. Dun, dun, dun.
There we go.
But there is a discussion about the. If I find Chris's blog again.
What, did it move?
I mean, you close that tab and you can never find a damn thing in these forums.
Oh, Jesus. Don't give me that.
What, did I close the tab?
No,
I
you
know,
can't find nothing.
He didn't close it. The reason why he's got the problem is because he's got 3 of all of them open, so he can find them.
No. I closed Chris's blog, Chris's daily blog, so I've got to go find it again.
Oh, and yeah, you don't have a catalog like I do in email, so.
Yeah, and it is so friggin' stupid where things are hidden. Where the fuck is Chris's daily blog?
It's up in the announcements, isn't it?
Okay.
It's forums, game forums, developer
I know you
posts.
have Firefox.
Yeah, game forums, developer depot. He's in the developer depot, man.
Oh, developer depot. Yeah. Yep.
Well, you would expect a developer supposed to be.
Well, I don't know what the hell's going on, but Leslie does have that question about meteor shower the damage going from 16 to 26 down to 0 to 1. I don't recall any posts being done about that, and I did see it being used and abused inside of the upper tiers room. So is it possible that he was fighting something with a massive resist? I don't I don't know at all.
You do know that you don't have any basic moon resistance, and then you have to gem it.
Oh, you check that on QA. It might be a bug on QA, so Chris might have done some other things. So yeah, latest QA, you might want to bug report it that your damage went on live at 16 to 26, on QA it's 0 to 1. That might be a bug. It might be a Shroud Chris balancing math problem.
Yeah. Now, the way I'm reading this is, I mean, am I reading it correctly that you could have had a chance of them both hitting, but the chance that happened wasn't happening? So neither were hitting. So neither were hitting. So now we're gonna cut it down. I don't get it.
Hey, just because, are you ready for the Shroud math?
Yeah, let's talk
a real
little bit about
tech / design post. Yeah, because it also does include Lesney's problem. So we have a system for having a rune create an effect volume that applies some effect to things in volume. It is supposed to apply it once per duration of the effect. So if you had something that was set to a 2-second effect, you would apply it every 2 seconds. Runes also have a chance calculation on them, so you can set it on to something as a calculated chance of happening. So for meteor shower, this doesn't make sense at all. So for meteor shower, the design was that it would hit an area, and every 2 seconds you would get a parenthesis 10 plus parenthesis skill level divided by 10 parenthesis close parenthesis percent to get a big meteor hit for high damage, and then also a second
little hit
to get a smaller hit, and both could happen in the same tick if you got lucky. So again, how this is supposed to be the above chance is happening once every 2 seconds, or at least that was the design. Turns out if both rolls fail and neither meteor hits, instead of waiting 2 seconds to roll again, it tries to do the roll again the next frame.
Ah, okay. Well, even at that, the next frame would be the next tick, which would be the next second. So, 2 meteors hitting every 2 seconds, or 1 meteor hitting every 1 second. What's the difference?
And so it went from 2 seconds and it was frames. Yeah. So it was. Yep. So instead of it being 2 small chances, to have a meteor hit every 2 seconds. It guarantees that one or the other will happen every 2 seconds. Ugh. So that was actually something that changed the number of releases back. But since most things that were using it, like Ring of Fire, were 100% trigger chance, it was never noticed. So too long didn't read. I found out why Meteor Shower is way more powerful than expected. And then he nerfed it.
So again, instead of 2 small chances to have Meteor, so you weren't supposed to hit every 2 seconds, even though it's set so it would hit. I mean, in his original it says, so for Meteor Shower, the design was it would hit an area every 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, it hits the area. That doesn't mean the target within the area is going to be hit.
And then you would get your percentage roll. So if you were, you had the right skills, you would be hitting every 2 seconds regardless, if the math is correct, right?
No.
No, okay.
Chance. Percent chance. So
if your skills are right, that percent chance shoots up. No? That's how math works?
Nope.
If I can get 100% chance to hit, that means I hit every chance. I mean, no. Okay, so maybe my understanding of math is wrong.
Hold on. If you have 100, the big meteor is skill level 100 divided by 10. So that is 10 plus 10, 20% chance of it actually hitting.
Right.
Now, the little meteor would be 20 plus 100 divided by 5, so that would be what's 100 divided by 5?
20.
24% chance. So 20 and a 24% chance.
100 divided by 5 is 20. Where the hell you get 24?
Sorry. 20. So that's 40% chance.
So
a 20% chance to hit with the big meteor, and a 40% chance to hit with the large meteor.
Based on the number 100. So if you're over that, you get
the
better
skill level
percentage.
100.
Right.
So if you have skill level 200, that's 30% and 50%? Or something like that.
That would be
60%.
That would be 60 and 80%. So anyway, the more
30,
you have,
30. Because 30%, because 200 divided by 10 is 20 plus 10. It's 30%.
Shroud math.
Shroud math.
That's why we don't like Shroud math.
Shroud math is I
don't understand it.
Yeah, so you're not going to get to 100% chance with Meteor Shower. And so, yeah, it's still going to be silly.
Does he still realize that he's got 5 people casting that same Meteor Shower in 5 little different areas? So regardless, it's still going to pummel the shit.
Meteor Shower stacks. You can stack them all in one area.
Yeah.
Well, again, you got 5 people doing it. Yeah, 6
it's not.
people
It's
doing
not.
it.
Yeah, it's not Ring of Fire where only one works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shroud math. Other design changes that just went in is the negative attunement math has changed slightly. Negative attunement is the math used when you cast a spell on an enemy, and this is your attunement minus their attunement. Actually, in parentheses, their attunement divided by 2 plus their resistance, close parenthesis. Shroud math. The curve has been changed so that the effect is greater at levels below 150. At 150, the effect is identical to what it was in Release 54. And above 150, it will taper off slightly compared to Release 54. Here is the new spreadsheet demonstrating Shroud math.
Shroud math.
So that way everyone can scratch their heads. Shroud math. Scratch your heads. Don't be a little bit confused. Also, fall damage has been decreased by about 1/3 overall, but damage at lower level fall distance has been decreased even more. And he looked at that. He looked at a heat map and said, "Oh crap! Too many newbies are falling down and dying." because newbies don't know what they're doing, and gravity does.
Gravity sucks. That's
Gravity
right.
works.
Sucks to
Gravity
you.
works. Yeah.
Now, do you remember when we had our lots way back in the day down by the skilled trainer?
Who's too,
And when
who's too
people used to
quiet?
come around that
I
curve.
haven't fixed it. I haven't fixed it. I haven't worked on that. I got distracted. I'll fix that later.
What?
Yeah. Juices. Nothing.
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 Yeah,
Honey.
you used to be people who come running around the curve, and all of a sudden they just see them trip and die. Man, it was funny as shit.
Well, I'm sorry, but you have to remember that there's a month-long Jira cycle. You have to wait for the next update. And it hasn't been prioritized by the executive producer.
Dr. Nick.
No, we're talking about something else, caffeine. But yes, Shroud math. Balance.
Shroud math.
Yeah.
This means when you fall out of a balloon, you will not die.
You should break an arm and a leg, or depending if you land on your head, break your neck. So yes, possibly you could die from jumping from a balloon. Yes, it depends on how high it is.
No, you go over there, go over to the test, jump out of the balloon. You won't die.
You won't break a leg at least?
You won't break any legs. Not in the game, you won't.
What?
Yeah, why
Are you saying this?
why don't we have things
Are you
like
saying this game
broken
isn't
bones?
real life?
No, the
Yeah,
game is not real life.
Damn.
I don't know, Swift. Do you wanna? Oh, we don't have a balloon here on the sled anymore, do we? That's
I
right.
sold it. Didn't I? Did I sell it?
I don't know.
I
I
can't
think
remember.
when we remodeled before we went,
Or did I just? Or did I
live
just
release.
pull it? And,
I think
I
you might have just you might have sold it. I remember. I know I've sold a couple.
I can't remember. Is it up for sale? Did I sell the NBNN balloon?
You mean you sold Sky NBNN? Jeez.
Yeah. No, I still have one for sale on Shroud Marketplace. So it's in a chest somewhere.
Yeah, no, I've got one in the bank. I got one out at Snow Club. But actually, I can't remember what that one's mine or Donnie's. I think it might be Donnie's. Anyway, moving right along. One day we'll be able to fly those bad boys.
Yeah, keep dreaming.
Yeah, no. But we do also have stand-up corner from the devs that are working hard. So don't forget, the devs are working very, very hard, and they're wearing many hats. So over in the art department, Damon is working on the Black Unicorn visual effects and asset review, and the crossbow. For Scotty, he's working on user interface updates and goods shipping direction and art updates.
That's right. Physical goods coming to a doorstep near you very soon here, folks. Very soon.
Over in design, we do have Beezus working on unicorns. Sanyo working on Norgard Finn's polish and the roving encounter updates. I still say there needs to be like 10 times the number of roving encounters on the world map, because I shouldn't be able to get from like...
Oh, you haven't run the world map too much lately, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah?
Every time I go to pick up more cloaks to deliver for the Airy Fund, I have to run all over the place because I can't teleport right there because I don't have it bound. So yes, I run all over the place, and I do not see enough roving encounters.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you.
You don't have enough extra accounts to find a point.
I could, but it's bound. Those are all bound
it
elsewhere.
pisses me off when I go to Mud and I gotta go to Exeter, not Exeter, to whatever.
You need more roving encounters because the overworld map.
And
should
I gotta
be
go
dangerous.
this far, and there's a roving encounter in front of me every single time.
Hey, Not my fault that those roving encounters aren't very roving and they're pretty damn static where their spawn points are. Yes. Then after that, we do have over in design, Beezus working on unicorns, Sanyo working on Norgard Finn's polish and roving encounter. Sorry, I already did that. The Energy Vortex working on the forums post and release 55 final tasks. Over in tech, Dr. Bob working on groups, that LFG thingy, and bugs and Unity updates. JY working on conversation keywords update. Yay. And bugs and localization. Wizard Smoke working on user interface polish and bug forums watch. The Deathbringer, one and only, working on the cloth simulation updates and bugs. Burning Toad working on QA builds and Crown Merchant updates and Steam support. Taslo working on database support.
Buzz.
Justin's like, you have too many accounts. Why don't you leave one out there and just...
Yeah, well, you know, Spiffy's busting your balls already about it, of course. And yeah, why the hell don't you have an account out there?
They're elsewhere.
Or at least nearby.
Yeah, they're elsewhere. Let's see, where was I at? Studio Services, Chaos working on shipping and meetings and services review. Serafino working on meetings and QA and community planning and Jira testing and customer service and bug forums in store. Over in Useless Overhead, we do have the Dippy Bird working on streamer support and gameplay balance and Sky support and general management. Lord British working on meetings and plannings. The Darkstar working on lockdown direction and sales and live stream and weekly update and release 56 planning. Stefan's working on team updates and localization and meetings. And
indeed.
That's what the devs said they're working on.
Just another day at the office, wearing multiple hats these
on
days.
The Rick dance now.
And not me.
Not me. Not it.
Yeah.
Not it. Now, just a quick reminder, don't forget there is a raffle open there, folks, for 5 extra entries into the weekly t-shirt giveaway, as well as a chance to win a pair of tickets to SodaCon Austin 2018. Again, yes, everything is still business as usual. SodaCon's going on, fundraisers are going on for every fun. The guys and gals are working hard at the office to make sure that the next release comes out on Thursday on time, just like every other release. So, yeah, don't go selling the farm just yet. There's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, somebody asked me...
You can sell your farm on ShroudMarketplace.com.
That's right, but if you want to sell that, we'll tell you how to do that in just a minute. You better believe it. Now, speaking of farms, yeah, you ever get your farming supplies all in order? Or are you still having...
Me?
Yeah, you.
Dude, you need to go to Brecon Bay and go check out my keep lot. I've got 9 greenhouses fully set up.
Ah, okay.
I just haven't planted anything out there. I need probably 9
I was going to say, that's...
greenhouses. Yeah,
that's like all the greenhouses I have out in Snug Harbor under my airship. They're all there, but there's nothing in them.
Read the release notes for 55.
And until they fix water thing and do other things, then no.
Yeah, speaking of that, Spiff, those should be coming out anytime soon.
SodaCon.
That's right. Exclamation SodaCon. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
But you're not going to enter? Yeah, no.
Fine. Just for you, I will enter.
Watch, it'll pick you, too.
I'll be like, fuck yeah, I need free tickets to SodaCon.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I got to pay for mine. You got to pay for yours. You
I already paid for mine.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We got to pay for our own tickets. It's not like we get free tickets. Although we should, but anyway.
You know what? I have some friends that might want to go. And Lily needs a ticket to SodaCon.
That's right.
Lily needs a ticket.
Yeah, I don't know where Lily
Enter
went.
for a chance for Lily to win. That's right.
That's right. Lily needs tickets to SodaCon. But yeah. So what else are we going to talk about today? We got 6 minutes, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody actually wrote a little message out there, and again, I'm on the forums watching all this stuff, and somebody's like, well, where's Lord British in all this? And and of course, everybody said, dude, did you read what Darkstar wrote? That was signed from him and Lord British. So if you didn't read the whole thing, understand that when they post like that, that comes from both of them. But somebody asked me when was the last time I had actually seen Lord British, and I said, geez, that was only like 2 weeks ago.
Couple days ago.
While we were actually taking a day off last week. He popped in to check out the news, and we were off, and he popped in on me and was like, "What? No news?" So he's around. Everybody's around. And again, this happens every time this year. Just never this hard. But planning for episode 2 is going to be coming. We're going to see what they pull out for this one. And today's live stream is happening at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're going to get to see...
I thought it was 3 Central.
4 Central.
4 Central?
Episode 2, Search for the Sauce.
As I'll get that up on screen from the main page here. I've tried a whole bunch of other guys' juices.
I don't know. I really need to increase the volume on that one. I know. Yeah.
It's not as funny as you think it is, so
Hey, man, because someone asked for it, it makes it that funny. That was a customer request.
Anyway, happening at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time today. And of course, you got questions. They've got answers. They're going to be answering some of the questions from the 54 telethon. I don't think they're going to get to many of those questions because there's going to be a million other questions coming in from every which way this afternoon. And of course, you're going to have, like I said, Travis and Serafina showing off the new PvP area. The Obsidian Trials or Trails? Trials.
Trials?
Trails? Trials, okay.
Well, it's not the happy trail. But we do need a happy trail in game, just so that way we can say we have one.
Gixie, is there any way you can get a happy ending in someplace before you?
Gixie's already gone, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'll talk to you after the show. Who
are you going to talk to after the show?
You.
Not me. About what? About your juices?
Yes, about my juices.
And why
my juices are running low.
Okay, well,
try somebody else's then.
I know you.
That's right.
He does enjoy putting everybody's juices in his mouth.
No. Sucking on the juice.
You have sucked on every single guy's juice that you can.
Hey, if they're giving it up for free, brother, they're giving it up for free. I'm sucking on it.
That's a good one.
I've tried a whole bunch of other guys' juices. See, talking about e-juice, folks, and of course, I was talking to, who was it last night? One of our neighbors right here. And
you mean our brand new neighbor?
No, who was I talking to? I think it was Lon. And
okay.
He was like, hey, what are you doing? You just always sitting on the lot there. And I'm like, well, that's what I do. I'm watching TV. I'm sitting here drinking a Pepsi. Got my vape, and he says, "Hey, I vape." And the next thing I know, we're talking about Hometown Hero. But
so Econdis did just message me about. Chris did say that he is giving out. If you're a streamer and you're looking to have some giveaways, Chris will give you several Steam keys if he knows you're a streamer. And
you got to message him.
You do have to message him on the forums, and he will do that. I do have several stream keys that I can give out, but at the same time, during lunch with Laz and Jack's not really an appropriate time for that, since 99% of our viewers already play the game. But if you are someone that is a viewer that does not play the game,
there we go,
and you might be interested, you can send me a message
Balance
first.
TV,
and then I will see what's going on there.
Actually, I mentioned earlier, I'm waiting on Chris. Chris hit me up, and we will be giving away some keys here. He's going to be giving us some more to give out, and those will go to new folks. You old folks will just be excluded. That's all.
Must go to new.
Yeah, and of course, that's one of the ways we're going to do a little bit to help, get a few more bodies. Remember, Laz and Jack were putting asses in seats before it was fashionable, and we'll continue to do that.
And I have probably given away 10 stream keys that I purchased.
Now, of course, the great way to try and do that is to get those folks who are playing free accounts who really want to get in. Try and get those folks to start tuning into this stuff and, get them the helping hands they need to become active, productive members of the community.
Absolutely.
The seats may or may not be clean. That's right. They may be slightly used. Slightly loved.
Yeah, and for some reason, I just keep on staring at the Starship Enterprise being built for the U.S. Space Force.
Space Force. Why does everybody laugh about that? We've had a covert Space Force for the last 30 years going on out of Edwards Air Force Base, and everybody laughs about it.
Baseballs.
Yeah.
It's the Sky Navy.
It's the Space Force.
It's the Sky Navy. You all laugh. The fucking thing has existed for years. I don't know why you all laugh.
It's important to keep things safe.
Man, the Stargate
don't call it
team,
Space Force.
It needs validation.
That's right. You go talk to Teal.
That's right.
Anyway, that's a conversation for a later date. But what we're going to do is I'm going to give everybody a last chance to get in on the giveaway. 5 extra chances for this week's giveaway on the Merits app for a pair of tickets. T-shirt this week. Grand prize, pair of tickets and pair of T-shirts pulled in September to go to SodaCon Austin. And these will be entered in both giveaways. So I'll give you all another second as we'll go ahead and move on, and we'll tell you about this wonderful NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app that we have for you guys and gals out there. And as I always say, if you want to go ahead and take Shroud of the Avatar with you on the go, it's exclamation SodaCon. Exclamation SodaCon.
Yeah, not giveaway.
That's SodaCon. It, SodaCon. Not raffle, not giveaway, not no job. SodaCon. You want to go to SodaCon, it's SodaCon. And the NBNN app, it's got the Daily Britannian. You can read the forums. You can check out Soda Map. I just saw some new stuff out there from one of our older sites giving us some really cool updates, and I'm going to be in touch with that web owner, see if we can't get the lunar rift chronometers and stuff added into the app, all sorts of other stuff that's handy to you out there. Nice visual one I saw. You can shop the marketplaces. You can hit us up. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. Based on Soda Map.
I've seen a couple of them before. So
yeah. So I mean, again, a lot of people out there still developing some cool tools for you to use, and we try and include as many as we can in the app for you to use while you're out and about. Of course, one of the main features is the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar Community Calendar, which is hosted on NBNN.info and brought to you every day by our sponsors at Hometown Hero, where you too can get your e-juice, and you can suck on somebody else's juice, and you can save 20% off your purchase by mentioning us as you want to suck on somebody else's juice. I'm telling you, this lemon bar is just absolutely off the hook.
So
revel in the flavor of other people's juice.
What's that Led Zeppelin song where you squeeze the lemons until the juice runs down your leg?
You mean the lemon song?
Yeah, lemon song. Yeah. But yes, don't forget that NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar is hosted on nbnn.info, and you can get to it by going to nbnn.info, click on the calendar button, and then from there you can see the aggregate, all of the available calendars related to Shroud that guy knows about. Yeah. If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar, or if you want to add events to the NBNN Shroud community calendar, you need to email that guy, news@nbnn.info, and he will do something with it eventually. And I may or may not read it off, depends on how I'm feeling that day. All times on the calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Nude Britannia time.
And Monday through Friday is 12s and 6s around the clock, and as long as we feel like doing it, you need to tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.
To listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to a little show called Lunch with us. At 7... What?
Jack,
with us?
When is the NBNN Upper Tiers run?
That's not on the calendar, but I probably not this weekend, because even though we didn't talk about it, but double XP weekends from now until the end of July.
There you go.
The end of July?
I probably won't be around this weekend. We didn't talk about that at all today.
Well, that's news to me, but...
What the double XP weekends is?
No, there was 2 weekends, this weekend and next weekend. I didn't see...
through July. Yeah, Lord British's birthday celebration. 6 o'clock this evening on Radio Free Britannia's The 70s at 7. At 8 o'clock on Avatar's Radio is DJ Aline going all the way till midnight with the beat of Novia. And at the same time, 10 o'clock on Radio Free Britannia is The Weckard Room. And that's our community calendar for this Friday, June 22nd, which, you ready for Saturday?
Of course.
Starts off early at 1 a.m. on Radio Free Britannia with the DJ Omen Crow with the House of Omen. 7 o'clock in the morning, you've got Wake Up New Britannia with Wolfdom and Justin. 9 o'clock on Avatar's Radio is Asclepius and Lord Baldrith doing Echoes from the Cavern. 4 o'clock is going to be Mick Foley on Avatar's Radio with Power Hour. At 6 o'clock is Fiona Wynn Wildmaning, who's still in training, even though her show has a name. At 7 p.m.
Love.
Yeah, 7 p.m. on in-game is going to be... 4 p.m. is going to be EVL's Virtua League PvP tournament taking place in Virtua Oasis. 7 p.m., James Thunder is going to be doing his newbie dungeon run. Or is that actually, that's Denied doing his dungeon run.
Denied.
At 8 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, Sleepiest and Lord Baldrith, Echoes from the Cavern again. 8:30 in the Paxlayer Discord channel is their general meeting. At 10 o'clock starts the sales out in the town of Novian Market with the Noma promo with requests. 10 o'clock on Saturday evening is DJ Brazen Spirituality, who's going to be doing some dancing.
Dance.
Yeah. Which takes us to Sunday.
Sunday.
At
the Fairpark Coliseum.
That starts off early in the morning again, 1 a.m. House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow. That's followed at 4 a.m. on Avatar's Radio with Royal Sexy, who's going to be doing some more dance. I think I just created the best EDM song ever. Dance. Yes. 6 a.m. Noma promo European edition. 9 a.m. on Avatar's Radio is going to be Avatar's Radio. DJ Striker Sparhawk's going to be doing his eclectic flow of tunes. At 10 a.m. is the EVL Crafting Fair and Training. That's going to be taking place out in Virtua Oasis. At 12 noon, out in the town of Novian Market is the No Mob promo America's Edition. Also at America's Edition. Also at noon is DJ Seleth going to be doing some faster and louder. Avatar's Radio. At noon, EVL is also doing a EVL emote and recipe swap. So if you're looking for some recipes or emotes, you can go and join the trade. At 12:30 is Astronomy Night at 2 o'clock, and that Astronomy Night takes place with Bo and Bloodgood out in New Britannia Market in the museum. 2 o'clock is the Avatars Radio DJs play Hot Potato. At 2 p.m., that's on hold. And the final event of the weekend is on Avatars Radio with
Bacon!
Sizzling with Lady Addie. Yep.
Bacon.
And that's our community calendar for this weekend.
That's right. And
there's something for you to do.
Yes, real quick, because there is actually a response. I'm trying to read this now. To the question of Lord British, where are you? He actually just answered that here 10 minutes ago. So before we get out of here...
Where did he answer it?
Just put the link there, bottom of page 2. There's 2 posts by the man himself.
Yep. I was looking for the update on the double XP weekends.
Yeah, well, I want to look at that. I'm going to look at that real quick while we're...
Yep. But Lord British has...
Don't be monkeying with my XP.
Double XP weekends. For a while. Weekends. Yep. Lord British is like, I'm right here. We have tons of methods of blah, 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 blah. Yep. All over the place.
June and July. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
Lord British coming out with an answer to the question, Lord British, where are you? Oh, I'm right here.
Yeah. And they're trying to do business as usual. Exactly what shifts and schedules and priorities will change is being worked out, but they think it will seem most likely like as business as usual from the outside, or at least what we try to accomplish as best they can. If they can fix our marketing strategy, which we can explain better after we have more analysis, they hope to rebuild past previous standards. So yes, marketing. Need marketing help.
Okay, well, I was...
Lots of marketing. Oh, you want to read the first post?
I figured you'd start at the top, but we don't have time for all that right now because...
well, I mean, he says he's right here. It's like, if you can't figure out how to get a hold of Lord British or something wrong with you.
But the post's out there if you want to read it out. It's in Discord there, and I'm going to drop it up here for you guys just to see for yourselves what the man himself's got to say. Of course, don't forget to tune in to the live stream this afternoon. You guys want to know, guys and gals want to know what's going on, they're going to be telling us. So I would be tuning in to find out all the particulars. And, of course, I'll be watching. So, but we got to say thanks to a bunch of people real quick. Got to remind you, you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack here. Primal Nature going on tonight, starting at midnight. So if you want to get in on that and help raise some funds for Conservation International, you can do that starting at midnight tonight. Check out all the live streamers. SodaCon Austin 2018. I got to pull that winner. Let's do that right now. We're going to close the giveaway. We're going to pick our winner. Hate when that happens. Drager, you've won 5 entries.
I didn't win.
You did not win. Drager, get in touch with me. I'll get your email so that we can get those entries in for you. Congratulations to you. Keep watching Lunch with Laz and Jack, where you too can get more chances to win those tickets to SodaCon Austin 2018. Hometown hero for all your vape juice needs. And if you want to save 20% off of all your vape juice, go ahead and check out hometownhero.com and use the promo code NBNN. Coil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. Schroeder's Music Service, putting the music in your ears. The Britannian Mining Company, putting commodities in your hands. Relics by Rills, putting all the good swag in your mailbox. And Shroud Marketplace, giving you all the best virtual vendable goods in Shroud of the Avatar. And you name it, you can buy it. Services included. ShroudMarketplace.com.
Oh, yeah. ShroudMarketplace.com, best place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Over 115 different players registered as vendors. Each vendor is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. So, you know what? You actually get a real market.
That's right. Competitive prices.
I know. It's like
everything
you can buy teleports and recall scrolls 100 for $4.99, or you could buy them for $4.99 or
$4.68.
105.
That's right. No more promo code for the Shroud Marketplace. Unfortunately, all the sales in my store have ended. So back to normal pricing. If you didn't get in, I know. I got to thank all you guys who took part in the sales for weddings and more. And of course, it's Friday, so we're going to be rolling out of here. A lot of news to be kept up on. Don't forget to check out that live stream today, because again, that's where you're going to get a whole bunch of information that you can probably rely on.
Listen while I'm driving or something like that. I don't know
right.
how I'm gonna. I don't know how I'm going to listen to it or watch it. I don't know.
You'll manage.
But yes,
it fat with information.
It is time for us to get out of here, unfortunately. So it is time to thank the most important people around here, and that's you guys. Thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia.
We thank you for watching. We thank you for supporting us. That's right. Because without you guys, we'd just be two guys sitting here talking to ourselves. Isn't that what we do anyway?
Pretty much.
Anyway, till Monday, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back with more on Monday.
Bye-bye, everybody. Clear.